I saw some more discussions tonight of people arguing about whether or not God is a Trinity, trying to explain how a Trinity works, which is a pretty frustrating exercise. I think it's more helpful to consider that everyone almost unanimously agrees that God is love and that God is moral. Well, those are things that only exist between persons. They're necessarily relational. So to say God is love is to say that God experiences relationship. To say God is moral is to say that God experiences relationship. And that's a way of seeing the logical necessity of the Trinity without having to fully resolve it. We can't fully resolve quantum mechanics either. It's an interesting parallel that Richard Feynman, the physicist, says anyone who thinks they understand quantum mechanics doesn't understand quantum mechanics. And, and there's been more than one theologian that has made the comment similarly that anyone who thinks they understand the Trinity doesn't understand the Trinity. It is very problematic. And that's fascinating that we see in nature something akin to the Trinity, at least in the last 100 years. It'll point back to Romans 1:20 that God's invisible qualities are seen through the things that are made. And another thing is that everybody that's having these discussions, everybody is arguing and employing logic. And the logical laws are not man-made, they're assumed to be objective. Look at any logical consideration, just a simple mathematical formula. 1 plus 2 equals 3. What do you have there? You have a relationship. Again, if God is logical, and John in his gospel says in the beginning was the Logos, okay? I hope you can see the connection there. And I'm not reducing God, and neither was John, to mere abstract logic the way the Greeks would. There's a personal element. Aristotle wasn't the only one with the law of non-contradiction. Jesus said, let your yes be yes, your no, no. Anything else comes from evil. So all of these things, logic itself, morality, love, all point to a God who experiences relationship within himself. As difficult as it is for us to fully grasp that, we can see the necessity of it.